it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team steal it away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, happy Football Friday to all you fond Buckeye fans. The eve of another college football game day. Tomorrow, we've got the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. 3:30 kickoff, 2 o'clock our network coverage is going to start. So at 10 a.m., our pregame coverage gets fired up. We'll be hanging out at the Ozone Tailgate on Lane. We'll be all over the place. We'll be having a lot of fun getting you guys ready for it. I'm Timmy Hall. The boatman is back there. And with me tonight,
oh my gosh,
10 TV sports anchor extraordinaire, Adam King, everyone. Thank you, Adam.
oh my gosh, all those people are cheering for me?
Everybody is.
That is
right?
amazing. I say this every time, but I absolutely love it. The I'm Buddy Wells is phenomenal.
He's great.
It is. You nail it. I mean,
protect him.
It's great. And you got to give Bodie a pick-me-up because he never picks winners in his life of rooting in sports, so I always feel bad.
We protect him. He tries real hard.
I just would like to continue to point out Notre Dame is undefeated against Power 4 opponents this year.
What a stat.
Hey, play like a champion today.
They have 2 top 25 wins.
Hey, Bodie, how'd they do against NIU?
Like I said, Power 4 opponents.
I got to bring that up.
That's
Well,
who
you
we're focused
can't
on.
say that would be like
He knows he did wrong.
We played one Big Ten team this year, beat them by damn near 100.
Whoa, language.
You don't have to tell him. He knows he was wrong. They're trying to do
I
better.
didn't do anything wrong.
Don't
You know what you did, Bodie. You know what you did.
Guess what? They're not doing their part.
It grows the economy.
Right. Adam, you've been a busy guy today.
I have. I was just over at the Ohio State Hall of Fame ceremony talking to Kyle Snyder.
How was that? How was everybody? Kyle, what a great athlete. What a
Phenomenal.
legend.
That's actually my first chance to meet Kyle.
Nice.
And yeah, you realize that you're just in the presence of greatness. Like, I've rooted for him a million times on television, watching him in the Olympics, and he's a phenomenal guy. I said, hey, Kyle, it's great to meet you. I'm Adam King. Always wanted to meet you. You want to jump on live television with us in 30 seconds? He said, let's do it.
I've never had a lot of personal experiences with wrestling. But
Yeah.
that does not mean that I have any lack of respect for that sport, and just it's very technical. One of our neighbors has gotten into it, and so I've gone to a couple of OHSAA meets, so I've started to learn a little bit more and be familiar with the sport in general. And it really is fascinating, and I can now see it. I can now see it and understand, especially what the Covelli Center crowds have been like, and what the Ohio State wrestling program is like. Tom Ryan, I hope he's doing well and continuing his recovery. People know he had gotten a horrible car crash months back, but that's very neat that Kyle Snyder was back for this, and it's awesome. He deserves his place as much as any Ohio State athlete ever. He deserves his spot in the Ohio State Athletics Hall of Fame.
Well, you'll appreciate this. Ryan was there. Tim Ryan was there, and he looked great. Was in a great mood. Very nice.
Tom Ryan was there?
Tom Ryan. I said Tim. I'm sorry. I was looking
different Ryan.
Two things. I hit Twitter, and I couldn't.
great.
Politics-free destination.
Right. Yeah, no politics tonight.
Yeah,
Leave Tim out of it. It's just Tom.
I hit Twitter, and somebody said at Timmy Hall, and I'm like, why is Timmy Hall on my Twitter? This is your Twitter.
It's all good.
It's your Twitter, Timmy. Get it off.
All right. Well, in keeping with the normal theme of the Friday here, it is time, Adam. It is time for the segment. Are you ready for the final walkthrough?
I'm ready.
Bodie, are you ready for this week's edition of the final walkthrough?
I'm so
Cue
ready, Tim.
the music.
It is Iowa themed. There might be Field of Dreams things. We're going to find out. It's time for the final walkthrough. All right, here we go. Week 6 of the final walkthrough. Great to do it for you fine Buckeye fans. Let's have some fun first. I don't care that we're talking about a football game. I think of the Iowa Hawkeyes. I think of anything from the state of Iowa. My mind goes to the greatest sports movie and one of the greatest films ever made.
This field, this game, It's a part of our past, Ray.
Oh, put me in the mood. James Earl Jones, rest in peace. The 89 classic Field of Dreams. Kevin Costner, Ray Liotta, captured the hearts and minds of people everywhere, mainly sports-loving fathers and sons. And damn it, when everyone meets up tomorrow at the shoe, we're going to enjoy each other. Dads and sons will be having a hell of a time. Make sure you make all the Iowa fans feel welcome in your stadium when those cars start lining up the roads of good old Columbus, Ohio.
Chris, we won't mind if you look around. You'll say, it's only $20 per person.
Damn right, we don't mind. Just be sure you take your whooping, okay?
How about this? He's not dope. Now get the hell out of here.
Take your loss. Go on back to your cornfields. To the game file, let's get down to business. Buckeyes are 4-0 and number 3 in the AP poll. The Iowa Hawkeyes 3-1, getting votes in the AP poll, but unranked. That's good for the 30th spot in the country. Buckeyes easily rolled past Michigan State 38-7 in East Lansing. Iowa has had the extra week of preparation going into this roadie. Something to watch. They beat Minnesota in Minneapolis 31-14 on September 21st. Very solid. They held the Gophers to 288 yards. They led the turnover battle 2-0. Their starting running back Caleb Johnson had a career-high 206 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. Let's go to those bet slips if you're trying to pinpoint some ways to score some extra cash on this one tomorrow. The line has been bouncy. It's bled towards Iowa. A lot of people respecting this one. Buckeyes minus 18.5. Seems like they should do that, right? Over, under, 45.5. Seems like maybe an under could be in order. The search for the perfect weather day, 55 and cloudy. Still ain't in the fall yet. We got a 73-degree day on hand. Hard to complain about that one, though. I want it more brisk. I want it chilly. Clipping the show from the week. Thursday, Andy Katzenmoyer was on the show. Awesome, isn't it? And he was talking about how he would have done great in today's football because he could run and there's less bodies to block him, but would he have been able to play without taking a bunch of flags?
Yes, he would have gotten called. I can think of a couple hits he would have gotten called for.
I think, not intentionally, that's for sure.
No, not intentionally. I never said intentionally. No, I never said
not
that.
Intentionally. But, I liked hitting people.
Oh, that line. I like hitting people. I'm surprised you didn't hit Tito there. Caption that with the famous image of the big cat with the visor and the shoulder pads. I think most of us wouldn't be able to control our bowels. Speaking of bowels, I never thought that'd be a transition. Let's get coordinated. Let's hear from Chip Kelly and Jim Knowles. Lots of jokes for the media this week. Chip took a very sensible question about what he likes or what's his favorite difference between being an OC in the booth as opposed to being the head coach down on the sidelines. He actually went to this place.
You can go to the bathroom between series if you have to. It's about the only difference, I think.
Oh, okay, come on. Listen to us. We're like a big, giant laugh track when these coaches get going. We want to show them we think they're funny.
An astute observation has led to laughter. We are laughing.
Oh, we love to laugh. Then Jim Knowles saunters in there. He's getting hit with some of his defense's incredible statistics.
You lead the nation 6.75 points allowed. And yet you hear...
There's 2 guys who said something about leading the nation.
Right.
Both of you guys get it.
Well, that's the point. And yet you...
It's rat poison. It's rat poison.
Oh, little Nick Saban rat poison. Then Jim said being nitpicked here in Columbus doesn't really faze him at all.
My father was pretty tough. He was a Philly cop, so... I got more than nitpicked. I got nit-whacked. Yeah, so I'm used to it.
And by the way, follow us at 971 The Fan on Twitter and Instagram. And Stephanie Odie, our digital Ohio State content creator. She's great. Did a great job grabbing all that stuff from the presser this week. Mirror image stats. How about this one? The rush defenses. Both units are very stout through 4 games. Bucks are 3rd in the nation, giving up just 61.8 yards per game on the ground. Iowa is 4th, giving up only 62 yards per game. Well, now as we wrap things up, we get to the end of this piece. When you're at the tailgate tomorrow, when that football is just sitting there in the camp chair and you finish your dog or your brat, make sure you look at your father and you ask him that one key question before it's too late.
Hey, Dad? You want to have a catch?
I'd like that.
I know. It's too emotional. It's too hard to go on. I'm crying here. But hey, it's going to be a good game tomorrow. I can't wait to see how it goes. I can't wait to do some post game. Me and my friend Beamer will see you around 8 o'clock tomorrow night to break down the Buckeyes and Iowa.
And I hope to see you out there.
There we go. Another edition of the final walkthrough in the books. How'd we do, Adam?
Well, we cried, we laughed, and we thought. Those are the three things you need.
That's a heck of a day.
That's a heck of a day.
That's a full day. That's a Jimmy V day.
That's a Jimmy V full day. Well done, sir. Is this heaven? No, it's the horseshoe. Go back to Iowa.
That's right. And we're going to have much, much more conversation about this game coming up tomorrow. We're going to do that next. Adam King from 10 TV is here. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Sunday, a day of rest, relaxation, and Browns football. Catch the Brownies as they head to D.C. to battle the Commanders.
Live coverage starts Sunday at 11 with the Kick at 1.
Your Central Ohio home for Browns football. The Fan.
If a friend asks how you're doing, and you say,
I'm okay.
When the truth is,
I don't want my problems to burden anyone.
Or you say,
hang it in there.
Because
if I ask for help, they'll just think I'm weak.
Then this is your sign to call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential support. Anytime. You don't have to hide how you feel.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens. Great weather for those high school games tonight as clear skies and sunshine for the kickoff are expected. Temperatures will start in the 70s, work their way down into the 60s by the time the games come to an end. We'll be down to the low 50s overnight tonight. Mid-70s tomorrow. Great weather for the Ohio State game. Plenty of sunshine out there. Clear skies continue tomorrow night. 84 Sunday before a cold front comes through, bringing us a small chance for rain and cooler weather next week. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
The home of Big Ten championships and future first-rounders. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Happy Football Friday. Timmy Hall, Adam King from 10 TV here on The Buckeye Show tonight. We are brought to you by our good friends at CareSource and by Coors Light. All right, Adam, so we've been talking about this game a lot this week. I think the point spread is very interesting. When you take a look at how this thing has been moving a little bit, it's been bopping. 18.5, 19, possibly what you're seeing. That's the Buckeyes favored by that many, of course. 3:30 kickoff tomorrow against Iowa. That over-under right around there at 45. We'll lock in our picks. We'll lock in our picks right at the end of the show, so not doing that yet. But as you've been sort of researching and studying Iowa, part of what the coaches have been talking about this week, right, is how Phil Parker, on the defensive side of it, you kind of know what you're always going to get with Iowa defensively. I think for the most part, you still know what you're getting offensively from Iowa as well.
When I look at Iowa, Minnesota, they lost 31, or they won 31 to 14.
It was a good win for some to go on the road and beat a Minnesota team that almost beat Michigan.
Yes,
like that.
But they gave up 21 to Troy. They gave up 14 to Minnesota. Their offense, they gave up 20 to Iowa State.
They gave up 14 to Minnesota? What's wrong with 14?
I mean, it's fine, but that's Minnesota. Listen, I feel like we played this game back, I think it was 2 years ago. It might have been last year. I don't remember. When they played them and they beat them 54 to 10. And I remember Iowa came to the shoe. I think they might have been ranked at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
And we all said, here you go. This is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a huge game. And then Ohio State went out.
56 to 10.
Yeah. And listen, I'm not saying that Ohio State is going to cakewalk Iowa. It's not going to happen. But
like you said, it did 2 years ago.
It did. But I do think Iowa has a little better of an offense than they typically do. But I also think so does Ohio State. And so I think that Iowa defense is going to be tested in a way it hasn't. And I feel like we're giving a lot of credit to the name of Iowa. I feel like the defense is phenomenal, as it always is. But I don't know that this game is ever going to be in doubt for any moment.
Well, there's a reason why they can't win in the shoe, and there's a reason why Ohio State has won, 13 of the past 15 last matchups. We're talking about programs in the way that college football is constructed that are just on different planes. And I also can sit in this chair and say that's not Iowa's fault.
No.
It's going to take an incredible effort and a perfect game just for them to be in it. Let's just say it's a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. That would be pretty remarkable. That would do the job of making us all pucker up, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Later in that game.
I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think that's going to happen.
That's kind of what I'm saying is I don't think there will ever be a moment. I think there was a moment there against Michigan State where people puckered up when the interception happened and then Michigan State scored. I think people went, uh-oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that until the end of the first half, Adam, until you have your quarterback knocked out last week, and Devin Brown comes in and one of your stud wide receivers makes just a legendary, sensational play to make that score look kind of good going into halftime.
I don't think there will be that moment in this game. I think one inside the Woody, every coach says, like, we got to get a fast start. We got to get a fast start. They're going to really prioritize that. And I think it's going to show a lot of aggression from the Buckeyes. You know, this isn't one of those games where you hold back. You're not learning anymore. You're going out to do everything you can to beat these guys by as much as you can. And I think it's going to surprise a lot of people. You said the line's 18.5?
Yeah.
That seems really low. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this Iowa team is otherworldly. I will say this. This is kind of crazy. There's a real chance these two meet again. Listen to Iowa's schedule. Washington after, I think they win. At Michigan State, they'd be expected to win. Northwestern, they'll be favored. Wisconsin, they'll be favored.
Okay, all right.
At UCLA.
All right.
At Maryland, and last game against Nebraska.
I'm sorry. I thought that Indiana could also be.
It's wild. I mean,
Indiana's going to have the game against Ohio State, and some people are saying, "Oh, look, they could be 10-0 by the time that Ohio State game rolls around." Which we will see about.
This Big Ten, you're going to run into a problem real quick. That a lot of teams. I mean, that's a heck of a schedule for Indiana. It's a heck of a schedule for Iowa. Rutgers, I mean, I'm already putting them in the Big Ten title game.
The thing that's going to be interesting for me is you look at I mentioned it in the final walkthrough, it's the rush defenses, right? It's the running defense that really pops off the page for both teams, right? Mm-hmm. Third and fourth in the country for both of these guys. But when I have to put Cade McNamara on the spot. I'm sorry. You talk about the opponent's quarterback who's been in two different places, and he just doesn't strike fear. He just doesn't do it. And you know what? We know the history, right? Mm-hmm. We know that he was quarterbacking Michigan when they came in here and they won that game. I do not care. Now you are on Iowa's team, and it's still a tall task. They're not losing home Big Ten games to anyone unless it's been Michigan, and they're trying to put a stop to that as well. So he's only thrown 3 touchdown passes, and they were all in the first game of the season.
I'll say this. It's going to be very, very hard for me to take a team seriously on offense when their best player is a running back. And it's not because that, when it comes to playing against Ohio State, because the one thing that I think Ohio State can stop more than anything else is their run defense is phenomenal. Those defensive linemen, when they are solely going against a team like Iowa that has done really well at running the ball. He's got 685 yards. Everybody's talking about Caleb Johnson. When they can just pin their ears back and go, that's when Ohio State's defense is at most successful. And you're going to tell me that they're going to try to run the ball, and then maybe you got to go play action with Cade McNamara back there, and you're going to let the dogs. I don't. And again, I could be very, very wrong. If you said to me, Iowa has a running quarterback that can throw on the run, that can make plays with his feet, and's got a heck of an arm, that scares me more than even if you said they had a Heisman level running back.
They do. They haven't had one of these high level quarterbacks, and we're not breaking any news. But if you can find one of those at some point, then that's maybe when that great defense of yours can be highlighted, because you've got a guy that is maybe a combination of someone that's going to manage the game, but also make plays that are there to be made. They just haven't really had that special kind of player there. And I'm curious to see how physical this defense is going to be in shutting down Caleb Johnson, because that's going to be the job. You absolutely shut him down. You make them one-dimensional.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I think Ohio State will do that. I was very impressed with Aiden Childs last week. I thought he looked very comfortable. I thought he confused the defense a little bit.
Well, he hurt the defense for the better part of that first half.
And so that would worry me. But coming in here, Ohio State is going to make them throw the ball, and I don't think they can do it.
I'm going to need to make Cade do that for a second straight week. I'm sorry, and I wasn't sitting here applauding what the Ohio State secondary was in that first half, but they eventually shut that down in the second half. And I'm going to need to make Cade McNamara do that again, because this Iowa team can really run the football.
Hey,
you got to take that away. What up,
We
Bodie?
shut them down because we can.
Why? Yes.
Because we can.
Exactly. We can do it. We'll put a third linebacker out there. I don't care. Sorry, Jordan Hancock, you're going to have to sit out a few plays because we're bringing a third linebacker in here. Real quick, this was Ryan Day from his radio show yesterday, talking a little bit about these things that Iowa does offensively.
Similar to what you see every time you play Iowa. A very well-coached, disciplined, physical team that plays, good complementary football. I think on offense, they're doing a really good job, in what they're doing and how they're attacking, and, tweak some things. And, offensive line's extremely veteran. Tight ends are very, very good. Running backs running excellent. And so when you play against a style of team like this, you more than ever, it's like the ultimate Big Ten game. You gotta stop the run. You gotta run the football.
Yeah, they have scored 30 or more points in 3 of their 4 games, but it's not like they're lighting the lamp like the Ohio States of the world do. But you have Tim Lester now, who had a year of experience with the Green Bay Packers, and he was the head coach at Western Michigan with some success there. And you had to get rid of Brian. You had to get rid of Brian Ferentz. He was taking over whole press conferences. The fact that the nepotism was running abound like that.
Still, shout out. I mean, that's a heck of a move to make. It needed to be made, but that probably had to be the worst decision of his whole life.
All right, some final thoughts on this game as we touch things up, and some super fast football picks with a celebrity picker here.
Oh my gosh, who's our celebrity? Who's the celebrity picker?
I can't see too good. Who's that over there? Oh my God, it's Adam
it's
King.
Bodie Wells.
Oh, and Bodie too. Bodie, we got so many guys here.
Bodie Wells.
Adam King from 10 TV. He's in the studio with us here. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
3 dudes who'll make you feel like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, we hornswoggled you good.
Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about $10,000 in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
1 in 3 student athletes gets disturbing messages from sports bettors. This threatens the safety and mental health of college athletes like Tyler.
I'm a student and an athlete. I don't deserve to be threatened over my play. If you're upset about your sports bet, don't take it out on me, because I'm more than a bet.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
This football season, choose chill and go with the beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Whether you're at the shoe, the bar, or the basement, bring the Silver Bullets.
You can win tickets to the game against that team up north on November 30th.
Enter keyword kickoff at CoorsLight.com/college football.
No purchase necessary. Open only to residents of Ohio through 10/31/24. See official rules for details at CoorsLight.com/college football. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
The Jackets hit the road for preseason action as they battle the Penguins. Live fan coverage starts tonight at 6:45.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Proud to be your flagship home for the Blue Jackets. The Fan.
Integrity, honesty, and quality. Words we live by here at Monogram Homes. Hi, this is Dina. And at Monogram Homes, we strive to bring your wants to your man cave, your needs to your kitchen, and your ideas to life. Most home builders claim to be custom, but starting with stock floor plans and templates isn't our idea of a tailored experience. At Monogram Homes, we start with a blank slate and work with you until you get exactly what you want. So start your true custom home journey today with a builder you can trust. Monogram Homes. Visit us online at monogramhomes.net.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts. And for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Scarlet and Gray 24/7, or however long the show is tonight. You're listening to the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Thank you, fine Buckeye fans, for hanging out with us here today. I'm Timmy Hall, Adam King from 10 TV. Our guy Bodie Wells back there running things. We'll hit you with some picks before the end of the segment here. So let's finish it up here. Final thoughts. Big Ten game number 2 for the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm really not concerned. Common Man asked me this earlier in the show. The old-fashioned scale of 1 to 10. Like, what's your danger meter? 1, I am not concerned at all. 10, I'm pretty frightened. The poo is leaking out.
A 2.
A 2.
A 2.
That's ironic when I said that 10 was the one that has
it's
the
a
poo
2,
leaking out.
and then next week it'll be a 9 for having a number 2.
Exactly. Right. Next week on the road at Oregon, we'll see. I actually feel pretty good about that one too. I like where this team's. I like where the collective head is at right now.
I worry about. Well, that's next week's talk, Timmy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, one game at a time.
We can
We're
do
not
that.
looking past
We're
Iowa.
not the team.
Oh, okay.
They don't do that.
Okay.
We can.
Yeah. I'm very intrigued about that game against Oregon. I think it'll tell us a lot.
But tonight. But tomorrow. I just think I think my betting advice on this would be to take the cover for Ohio State, but also take the under. Because I do respect the Iowa defense. I don't think this is one where it's going to look like, I think I said 56-10. It was 54-10. Who really cares? 2 years ago. Iowa's got some players that I respect. Caleb Johnson might get a couple of creases. He will. Like, they're not going to. No, I don't think they're holding him to 35 yards rushing or anything crazy like that. They're going to possibly threaten to score once or twice. But I think Ohio State, like what we saw when the game got long against Michigan State, there is just so much talent on this team to keep them at bay.
There's too many places that Ohio State can go when things aren't working. And I mean, the defense might have worried you about against Michigan State, and that's okay to say it. But in the end, they only gave up 7 points. I mean, I was stunned that they only gave up 7 points at the end of that game. And I think that is just a testament to how strong this defense truly is, because that whole bend but not break, they're taking it to a real thing.
I'm going to give you a prime example for what it really is like for Ryan Day in a town like this. In a pressure cooker like this, when the money now is being spent on this team, when you're making that kind of money at the top of college football, and what the expectations are here in a professional type of setting for this college football team, 42-0. 42-0. Right from the media guide here.
Nice.
Ryan Day's teams have won 42 straight games against unranked competition. A perfect 42-0 record under his leadership. 692 win rate, 18-8 versus ranked teams is even second best in the country. Next to who?
Georgia.
Kirby Smart.
Yeah.
Real good. But you lose the wrong games.
And nobody's happy.
No one's happy. You're in a spot there. I mean, now, obviously, the college football playoff has expanded, but I really don't think, you talked about not looking ahead to Oregon, you don't even want to think about not getting that certain win, especially when that team is going out to Husky Stadium and a dog. Unbelievable. Michigan's an underdog at Washington.
It's really interesting. 42-0. He's never lost a game that he was supposed to win, is pretty much what that says. Yeah. And
exactly. And that's good.
That's remarkable.
That's good. So that tells you you're not losing this
again,
one.
The 18 feels low to me.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
The line.
Oh, the line.
Yeah. It feels like a lot of respect for Iowa. And this Iowa team against everybody else in the Big Ten, here's an interesting thing. If you said to me, Oregon was playing at home against Iowa tomorrow, I would say, oh, you know what?
That seems like a normal line.
Yeah.
You would think that's a good line for Oregon hosting Iowa.
Yes.
And I think I'm with you on that.
But this
17
is
and a half, 18.
Even if you had said last year, this game, this team is different. And it just is.
Honestly, it does. It feels like this number is way low.
It does.
Feels like it should be 22, maybe even 24.
I mean, the line.
For what both of these teams have proven so far this season. And that's, I know, what a lot of the guys want to see, that Ohio State proves it, because you'll listen to Desmond Howard and he'll tell you that they haven't played anybody, right? And that's that.
And that's that.
All right, so let's do some picking before we're done here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Buckeye Show's fastest football picks in the world.
Sponsored by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
All right, Bodie.
Timmy.
Hey.
Do I just yell?
Everybody just yell something. Last week, 2-6 for Tyvus. Not very good. Timmy, you went 4-4.
Perfect.
So staying where you were.
Perfect.
Overall, Tyvus is 20-21. Timmy, you were 23-18.
Bodie, are you going to keep track of mine and say it next week?
Sure.
Yeah. All
right, guys. Big Ten action tonight. Michigan State is at number 6, Oregon. The Ducks are favored by 23.5. Tyvus is taking the points.
laying
the points.
I'm taking the points. Give me Michigan State on that big number.
Give me Michigan State.
All right, top 25 matchup in the SEC has number 9 Missouri at number 25 Texas A&M. The Aggies are favored by 2.5.
Give me the Tigers.
I'm going A&M. Going A&M.
Tyvus likes Mizzou. Number 23 Indiana favored by 14 at Northwestern. Tyvus likes the Hoosiers.
Give me the Hoosiers.
Points.
I don't know what that was.
Give me the Northwestern on the points.
Number 15 Clemson's on the road. They are a 14.5 point favorite at Florida State.
Clemson.
Same for Tyvus. Number 11 Southern Cal is an 8.5 point favorite at the Elite. Row the boat.
Minnesota.
8.5?
Minnesota.
No.
Minnesota.
USC.
Tyvus likes USC. Number 10 Michigan at Washington. The Huskies are favored by 1.5. Tyvus likes that team up north.
All right, this is the last one. We're going Washington. There we go.
It's over.
All right. That's it. That's the show. Jackets hockey finishing up the preseason against the Penguins. We got Buckeye football tomorrow. Coverage at 10 a.m. Everybody have a good night right here on The Fan.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a big promotion at no cost to you through our small business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotion, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. Sweepstakes rules and restrictions apply.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football.